Hey, Link Mob!
It was Bob!
Alright guys, so finally we have a change of scenery. As you can see, I'm back in the basement. Set up my computer here. It looks pretty cool. Alright, so today we are going to be talking about one of the biggest controversies that I've seen recently throughout my videos and throughout you. If you haven't guessed from the title, that is, who is really the richest Roblox player? Before I get into this, the short answer is yes, it is me. However, the long answer is not exactly. To understand what I mean and how that might not be the truth, keep listening so that I can explain to you guys. Alright guys, so what exactly am I talking about? Well, last week, this video was posted and it's got a lot of views because it sparked a lot of controversy. As you can see, there's a lot of people that like it, dislike it. And also, I watched it and I posted a response on it. It got a lot of comments as well. And there's people that are both siding with isotoxic and also attacking isotoxic. So, I want to debunk this whole entire thing. I want to give the cold hard facts about the entire who's the richest Roblox player thing. I want you guys to really know where I'm coming from and also where these people are coming from. I want you guys to know everything and make your own decisions based on this information. So I'm not going to withhold anything. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. And yeah, so basically in this video, what happens is isotoxic explains how, although my account is number 2 on the leaderboard, Son of Sevenless, aka Shaletsky, has more than me when you combine his other accounts. I'm gonna go into this in a bit, and I'll let you know why I think it is and is not true. I'll link this video in the description if you guys want to check it out for yourselves. I don't really want to watch in this video, but yeah, I basically just gave you the premise of it. He's just basically just adds the values of all of Shaletsky's accounts against mine. The results are pretty shocking, and yeah, if you guys want to read the comments, participate in the discussion, that will be in the description. Alright, so let's start with the leaderboard. So when you go to Rocks, rbx.rocks over here, you'll see that number 1 is Roblox, number 2 is me, and number 3 is Shaletsky. We'll start with me. Why do I claim that my account is the richest person on Roblox? Richest player / user. That's why I say the richest Robloxian. So why do I say that? Alright, let's start with Roblox. Okay, obviously Roblox has more than me. He has everything. Why do we not consider him the richest Robloxian / player / user? Well, number 1, Roblox is not a user. Roblox is the admin account. Roblox is not owned by any single person. It's the entire company. They use this account to upload limited items, and any item for that matter. If you even look on Roblox's page, you can see that the account is an admin. You can see that it has no inventory, if you notice that. And when you click recent, it actually comes, and normal people don't have this, like for their collection. When you click that, it brings you to the catalog. This is because anytime Roblox uploads an item, it gets a copy of that item. For that reason, it's really fair to compare someone like me, who's a player. Remember, Roblox is an admin, and it's not one person, it's many, against me, who has to earn my stuff, where every time Roblox wants to make a new item, they get a new item. Now, if we really wanted to know like what is literally the richest account, then yeah, it would be Roblox, because not only does it have this much value, but I would also assume that every time someone buys something from it, it would get Robux. I'm not sure, but maybe they do that to tally like how much is going, like how much change is happening in the economy. If that's the case, then I'm guessing Roblox literally has billions of Robux from all the sales it's made, through all the shirts, through all the clothes, through all the hats, gear, faces, all that crazy stuff. Like, I can't even imagine. Every like Robux spent on an item, Roblox gets a percentage of it, if that's where the 30% fee goes to. I have no idea if that's true. It might be, may not be. Either way, Roblox is basically like, I think of Roblox as the government, and obviously the US government is way richer than any person in the US. However, we don't consider the US government as the richest person in the United States or whatever, or in the world. We consider it maybe, it's a government. It's not a person. That's what at Roblox is. It's a group. It is not a person. This is why Roblox doesn't count. And honestly, the only reason he has it on this leaderboard is just to use it as a reference. Okay, so that brings us to me. So I'm number 2, right? Technically number 1. So why do I say I'm the richest person on Roblox if Roblox has more stuff than me? Well, I say that because my account has the most amount of items on it, and at any one time, besides anyone other than Roblox, who we just discussed is not a player, you cannot trade with, he has no inventory, and all the other reasons. So, if you look at just those facts, then yes, my account is the richest player / user. No wait, Linkmon, you're probably saying. Son of Sevenless in that video is described as having way more than you. Now, this is actually true, because Son of Sevenless is also Earl Grey, is also Halafardala, and there's other alts, but they're less significant, because if you just add, literally, if you just add Son of Sevenless and Earl Grey, you already get a bigger number than me. You're over 100 million, which would put him at more than Roblox. So why do I not count him as the richest Robloxian when we are talking about a single account? Well, for that one reason. Son of Sevenless, if he had more than me, so if you combine Earl Grey, then I'd say this account is the richest account. However, my Linkmon99 account has more than Son of Sevenless on its own, or more than Earl Grey on its own, or more than any of his accounts. So if we simply went off that, then we can't say that he's richer. He's theoretically richer, but stuff is spread out, and technically, there's no proof that these counts are linked. Shedletsky has never said this is my account. I'm 99% sure this is his account, because who else's would it be? But he never came out and said it. So it's kind of hard to make that decision. Another thing is that Son of Sevenless is actually Shedletsky, who was an admin. Now, he isn't anymore. However, he got all his stuff while he was an administrator. Now, I'm not trying to say he got it all for free. I don't think that's true. However, Shedletsky is credited with actually creating the Roblox economy. He is the one who came up with the idea of limited items. He's the one who designed a lot of the limited items. For this reason, I have a lot of belief that he was able to get a lot of the items for free. That, or he also had programmed trade bots and other things that helped him gain a ton, which as you can see he has a ton, obviously, on these other accounts. For this reason, he had, I would say, external assistance as not being a player but more of an administrator, which also makes it hard to count him out. So, in this sense, Shedletsky is definitely the richest family of accounts. Think of all his accounts as separate people in a family. If you look at, I'll give you an example. If you look at the Rothschild family, they are the richest family in the world. If you combine all their money together, they're worth about 500 billion, $500 billion. This is far more than any single person. The richest single person is the founder of Amazon.com. He's worth around 100 billion, I think, which is a fifth of them combined. So if we think of Shedletsky's accounts as a family, because each different account, then as a group, they're the richest family of accounts, whereas I'm the richest single account, other than Roblox, which would be not a user, which would not be a Robloxian. Okay, so I'm glad we have that figured out, but there's one more person, or one more whole side of things that no one has mentioned, and it's important to note. Now, if we look at the richest game developers, such as the creator of Bloxburg, Jailbreak, blah blah blah. I'm gonna go with Jailbreak in this sense because it has been consistently the most popular game, so I'm gonna assume in the past year they've made the most money combined. So if we look at Jailbreak, I read somewhere that this game has earned approximately $4 million last year. Real dollars, not Robux. Now if we look at the developer exchange, come over here, 300 million Robux is a little over $1 million. So I have reason to believe that they made upwards to $1 billion Robux last year. 1 billion. Now that is more than 10 times the value of my account, and it's also almost 10 times all of Shaletsky's accounts combined. Now, why are they not considered the richest user? Well, simply because one, you can't see their value because they have no items really. They have a few, but it's not worth much. If we look at Asimo's account, you can see that he has about 1 million value. So if you just want off his account right now, it's not even close to mine. He also probably has a lot of Robux, but you never know how much he has at one time. And so it's impossible unless he revealed it. And even if that's the case, he doesn't hold his Robux for very long. He uses the developer exchange. He cashes out. So if we looked at who has earned the most Robux ever, they would be the richest players, as Ismo and maybe Bad CC. However, because they always cash out their earnings, they don't stay very rich for long. So maybe they have 30 million at one time, but then for a month, but then they cash it out to get real money, and then they have 0 again. So they've earned the most, they've earned more than me, but at any one time they don't have more than me, if that makes sense. Or if they do, there's no way to prove it because it's not in items. They don't have a set value where I do. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. I'll just review really fast what I just said. So basically, Roblox is the richest single account, but it is not a user, it is not a player, it is not a Robloxian, it is Roblox. It is the government of Roblox, the Roblox account, many different people on it. I am the richest single account in terms of value. Single account, richest Robloxian. Shaletsky is the richest family of accounts. If you combine all his assumed accounts, we're not sure exactly who they are, combined, they are the richest. And if we talked about the richest user in terms of Robux, we'd be looking at Asimo, the creator of Jailbreak, and probably any of these people on the top earning pages. So basically, it's really hard to say this is the richest person on Roblox until someone passes my account here. I'm gonna continue claiming that my account is the richest user player. It's the richest account other than Roblox on the site. So yeah.